So, in an effort not to turn this channel into a steaming pile of hot garbage, and also because I wanted to find ways to add more value to you guys, I've been doing some brainstorming about ways to construct this channel and change it moving forward so that it's also low friction for me, but then enables like high virality while also answering your guys' questions. And then also I want to be able to like talk about current events and something that's going to be fun. So here is the way the channel is going to work moving forward, okay? I'm thinking, I don't actually know for sure, but I'm thinking, it'll be like Nick Saraev Quick Takes more than it'll be Nick Saraev Daily Updates. So the king is dead, long live the king. I don't know if I'll change the name just yet, but basically the idea is every video I'm going to start, damn, that's a fat stroke width. Let's make that a little skinnier. Every video I'm going to start with one take about something going on. And a take I'm going to define as something that discusses an opportunity. So maybe, it's a way that you can monetize a tool that people aren't currently thinking about. It's some sort of like news and implications. So for instance, a good take today is the US government just banned Anthropic from all federal agency tooling, which is huge. And there's lots of implications there. OpenAI just filled in that slot. Or, I don't know, some new tool usage. So basically some new way that I'm using a tool that I think has a lot of value that not a lot of people are using. So for instance, I came up with this new like multi-agent orchestration framework that significantly improves the quality of product ideation when I ask an agent. Instead of me just asking an agent once, I have the agent spawn 10 sub-agents, and then I look for the mode and the median of answers that those sub-agents produce. As long as you're using the same model as the parent agent, you do consume 10x the tokens, but you also get significantly higher quality results, and then you can scan the search space and stuff. So, I mean, like these are all just examples of things. So opportunities, news and implications, then some new tool usage, right? And then after that, I'm going to go through and then I'm going to answer a question. And it'll just be one question, and I'm going to try not making it repetitive. So it's not just going to be the same thing every single day. But, if I have like a bajillion people asking me something, obviously the crowdsourced nature of it will allow me to answer a question. And then I think more importantly, I'm also just going to get to pick stuff that is like fun and interesting and novel that I can direct you to other things. Okay. So for now, like for this video, this is going to be my quick take. Okay, that's going to be my take about something going on. And then now I'm just going to answer a question. And I'm kind of cheating because I've spent some time thinking about what question to answer. But I had this fellow here, Dr. Kareem Radwan, just ask me a question about how my OBS setup works. He's connected his Sony A7C cam with the HD cable, and he's not having success with it. And then what's funny is I just thought he was some bloke with maybe a small following asking me this for content. But then I went to his channel, he has like 2 million subs. So the guy's freaking crushing it. Kudos to you, Dr. Radwan. But yeah, let me run you through the OBS setup. And then my idea here is I just want to provide value for anybody that's thinking about creating content themselves. Because in the future, with AI agents and new tools available that allow us to produce content at a breakneck pace, the production value is no longer anywhere near as important, I feel, as just the person and their character. And so instead of trying to make everything super flashy and sexy, I actually go the exact opposite. And I basically try and make things as simple and stupid as possible with as few cuts, with as few edits. And then for the most part, it's just me in my room, nothing super flashy. Why? Because I just predict, and this has been my prediction over the last couple of years, that as technology makes it easier to produce really stunning visuals and stuff, people will give less of a shit about stunning visuals because of supply and demand. So this is how you produce a lot of content very quickly using methods similar to me and OBS Studio. Okay, so first, you need OBS Studio to begin with. OBS Studio, good God, man. Okay, I actually don't think I can move this while recording. That's kind of stupid. Let me just change the screen. OBS Studio is a platform, a tool, some might say, that is currently very ugly, but it's just because I'm on a different screen. Okay, you guys see what's going on over here? OBS Studio basically allows me to record my screen, and then it also allows me to go back to my little talking head thing with just a little hotkey. So right now I'm holding like Command-Shift-1, and then when I want to go back, I just press Command-Shift-2. Now, normally I have this on my monitor, which is nicely optimized and formatted such that I can, the screen is basically perfectly fitted, so you don't get any of that ugly stuff at the very top bar. It's like nice margins and whatnot. But you can record any screen you have with whatever aspect ratio you have it. It's not super important as long as you change the display resolution. And basically, if I just get my damn giant head out of the way for a second, you guys could see that I have a couple of things set up. down here in the bottom left-hand corner, I have scenes, which enable me to basically very quickly jump between these different, full head, screen share, blurred screen share. This one's kind of neat. It's just on the other side right now. And I was using that before when I was leaking a bunch of API docs. Anyway, after that, you have a bunch of sources on the left-hand side. And so the sources that I have, the ones that are actually relevant for you guys, is I have camera. Okay, that's camera. I have shadow, which adds a nice little sexy shadow to the background. I have screen capture, which is what you're looking at now. So I'm going to click this. It's going to disappear. Watch. And behind that, I have another shadow. Okay. And then finally, I have the microphone, which is how you guys are hearing me. So I just turn off the microphone. And then I also have the background. So, I don't know. I just added a bunch of these layers that basically allow me to be seen. And then it's pretty easy and straightforward to make it look like this. So if you guys want to produce content at a very high volume with relatively low production quality, this is the exact way I do it. Okay, and then here's some audio mixer stuff. That's not super important. And then obviously you could stop and start recording, and I just have some hotkeys for that. So the reason why this is valuable is because it allows you to produce basically on par with however long you spend producing. What I mean by that is the ratio between the amount of time and effort you spend recording and then the amount of content that you get on the other end is basically 1-to-1. I'm going to record this video today for, I don't know, probably between 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to get 5 to 10 minutes of content out of it. And so with the world sort of discarding production value as its highest good, because now you have AI models that can Sora, Veo, whatever the hell, it can produce whatever you want. This allows you to be as human as possible in this super technological era. And I also think there's a premium that's going to be placed on human time, because as well as effects, you're also going to be able to generate synthetic people pretty easily. And as somebody that, uses this tooling, I don't want to be somebody that it's almost like getting high on your own supply, like you're a drug addict and a drug dealer or something. The two, I don't think really mesh. So not going to be doing that too much for my face. I may experiment with this obviously on other short form platforms like Instagram and whatnot, but I think YouTube is very important for long form relationship building and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, that is to answer Dr. Kareem Redwan's question. I obviously have a camera that's just hooked up to my computer. I use a little HDMI cable to do that. And then everything else is just this little Samsung QTU mic. And then I have a little tablet that I draw with. So that's the whole setup. Hopefully I was able to both give you guys a little bit of value today by answering the question, but also giving you guys some value in the form of where this channel is going to go in the future. And yeah, I got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I really wanted to talk about that Anthropic US government thing, but I figured first I'd warm you guys up to the idea of this. And I also just want to talk all about the pace of change and the various opportunities therein in a really unstructured way that should still allow me to have a chance of going viral if I make the hook super good and stuff. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see y'all probably sometime soon.